welcome to the Redefine Podcast.
All right, welcome back to the show. Thanks for tuning in. Today, I want to talk about why TMI. What is the line between too much information, too much personal information, and being vulnerable and open and sharing your journey in your content? As I mentioned in yesterday's episode, there is a lot going on in my family's lives right now. And, I'm not going to share that with you today. However, it just brings to the question of, well, what is that boundary? What is that line? I think, okay, so let's start with talking about why people share a lot of personal information and details online. Of course, I think it's that dopamine hit that we get when somebody likes or agrees or shows support in your content, right? Like it's instant validation of particular opinion or a particular thing that you might be sharing. And so when it comes to especially really personal things and being in an emotional state when it's fresh, we can be reactive and in wanting to share the details of the particular thing that you might be going through or experiencing at the moment, because we get that immediate feedback, right? We get that validation. Like I said, a lot of times what I see is people talking about how they had a bad day or how unhappy they are, and again, I get it. Like we get that immediate feedback of sympathy, and that just reinforces the behavior, which is okay, right? Social media platforms can still be and are very much used for social connection, and if you're going through some things, especially difficult things and challenges in your life, and you share that on your social feeds, then you get support, and it does sometimes takes a village, right? It takes a village to be able to navigate some of the difficulties that we experience. So I totally understand that, and I'm not saying that's wrong. However, the conversation, of course, then has to include what does that look like if you're using your social platforms for marketing, right? Like if like for myself, I'm not necessarily using socials for social connection anymore. I'm using it for content publishing and content marketing. So where is that line between being vulnerable about sharing details of my life and airing out my dirty laundry, right? Where is that line between being relevant and serving and providing value, while also, the line between that and too much information? I think for my case specifically, and I think this will apply to everything when it comes to this conversation, is number one, it's that reactivity, right? Like, are you posting to get support for something that you're experiencing in the moment, especially a difficulty or a challenge, or does it have an intention of providing value and perspective to your audience? For example, the things that I'm going through at the moment that might cause a little bit of a roadblock to my daily publishing. I'm not going to share that with you right now, because it would be from a reactive state, and really I am in it, and so I don't have I'm not detached enough yet from the situation to be able to have perspective that will then be of value to you, right? In the future, after we get through this challenge that we're going through, I might share it with you again if I feel like the details and the specifics of what's happening in our lives will have specific value for you, as content that can help you navigate whatever it is that you might be experiencing in your life, right? But if that's not the case, then I'm not going to share those details, right? If I don't think that it could be of value to you, if I don't think that it could be relevant to your journeys, then I'm not going to share it with you, because that's private details to my life and my family's lives. So I think that's a good way to think about it, right? As you transition from using the social platforms for community and social connection to marketing, really make sure that the things that you're posting aren't out of reactiveness and in an emotional state of things that you're going through in the moment, and really lean in on whether or not the particular information or details that you're sharing about your life have value and can be relevant to your audience's journeys, right? And helping them navigate whatever they're navigating. So that's just the perspective I wanted to share with you. Again, these next couple of days to maybe even a week or two might be it might be a little sporadic from me. I will do my best to keep up with publishing every day, but just understand if I don't do that, it's because of personal reasons. And I appreciate your support. I appreciate your understanding in that, okay? All right, so that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. More from me tomorrow. So until then, be well, be safe. We'll see you in the next episode.